I'm part of a member of the Ute tribe, and I'm a member of the Uinta band. And I live with all this supernatural stuff. I don't like to talk about skinwalkers too much. What are we talking about in the first place? It's shape-shifting. It does exist in other places in different variations, different regions, and over in the Great Lakes region they have people, they would say they would transform into bears, into wolves, into different things. Because back then we had no fast transportation, we didn't have any mode of communication that was very fast. So a lot of that came from there. They would be messengers, and they can run. They were pretty much indestructible. The way I was told is that there was a spirit, or this power, or the center of this power is hungry. If you want to equate it with something, it would be the devil. This power corrupts, but there's a price to pay for that. Now that we're seeing all these activity, you kind of grow up with that around here. You see a lot of strange things. It's just always been a contentious place. My elders, the old men would tell us, he said, it's because our people are living on this power points, on these, what they call vortexes, or what our people would say they're power points. If you see the swirls out in the petroglyphs, you'll see one going the one way and the other one going counterclockwise. They had a purpose and a reason why. And you'll see them to this day in other tribes. They'll use those in their ceremonies, and that's what they're for, the portals or doors. Because when we're taught, like in the Lakota way and the Dakota way, Wanagis and spirits, they know what doors are. They know what windows are. There's always an element of that, there was a portal that exists, or portals. We would say these are the star people. These things are coming from obviously somewhere, it's somewhere far, but it's so close at the same time. These things, we never looked at them as being foreign, like alien, how we call them alien. See, we wouldn't call them alien. We call them star people. There's also the bad entities, and there's these bad things that occur. Natives throughout time, we adjusted to this land, we adjusted to environment, just as we would hunt and chase the buffalo and do all these things that we knew about the flow of this and that. We were also attentive to those things. Like in the Lakota tradition, they call them the Iktomi stories, or the trickster, ghosts, UFOs, and all types of things coming from somewhere.
He was a gentleman I knew well. He was out one day in this field near this irrigation ditch, and he had a UFO, for lack of a better word, swoop down and get so close to him that he had to jump into the water. And he said it was like he could feel the heat coming off of it. It was the brightest light he'd ever seen, and he jumped into the ditch, like to fully submerge himself in the water to not be burned. And when he came out, he had basically a full sunburn, and it took weeks to recover from, and he ended up dying of cancer. It happens. A lot of interesting stuff.